Hey boos, I am babyless once again on my way to pick up some tortillas so I can make some tacos. I've been cooking every night and I've been enjoying it, but tonight Derek just wants tacos, which is a simple meal. So I got turkey meat, cheese, all that goodness. We just don't have any tortillas. The last time, first of all, let's talk about this hair. Also, I like this lighting in here. I don't know if it's gonna pick up, but I don't think it's gonna pick up, but can it pick up on here? No, you guys aren't getting it, but I love the lighting in this elevator because it makes the diamonds in my engagement ring, or my wedding band and my engagement ring, glisten so well. Can you see my hair? I've been rocking the natural for I've been rocking, it's like all new to me vlogging in public. Like I'm looking around before I start talking to see if anybody's in the lobby, but I've been rocking my natural hair for like the last week, and my goal is to make it at least till Christmas with my natural hair. And then I was gonna get it done for Christmas, but I'm debating if I want to get a full-on weave or if I want to just order some hair and make some clip-ins, because I'm thinking for Christmas I want to do like a big bun. I seen some really cute joggers that Aaliyah J had on in her Instagram, and they're just gray joggers, but I don't know if it's glitter or sequins, but the whole pant is like glitter. So I'm thinking our theme for Christmas is going to be gray, like me, Diamond, and Derek, and then they're going to wear gray. I seen this really cute onesie. It looks like a cardigan style onesie for Diamond that I want to get. I think, who is it? Target had one. I think it was the Gap that had one that was even cuter, so I think I'm gonna pick the one from Gap. And then I like Derek in gray because he loves to wear black all the time.
To play, drawings are every
Derek loves to wear black all the time, but he looks so cute in gray. Like he has like these gray Levi's that look really cute. I love him in thermals. He really likes polo t-shirts and polo thermals for the winter time. So I'm probably gonna keep it simple and do something like that, like gray and black. But the last time you guys seen me, I was in a bit of a frenzy. That was like 3 weeks ago, and you guys have not seen me since. I've been getting posts. I didn't even realize it's been 3 weeks until I went to my Instagram and I looked at the picture of myself in the pink and blue plaid shirt. I think that my undershirt was pink and my makeup was on fleek. And that picture was the last picture I posted of myself aside from my TBTs, and that was 3 weeks ago. The thing says 3 weeks, so I'm surprised that was 3 weeks ago, but I'm like, I gotta get back on my game. I haven't been on no social media showing myself in 3 weeks, and I've just been chilling. But yeah, I think I might do a video. First I was like, I'm not gonna address that situation, I'm not gonna clarify what happened and all that stuff. Maybe tomorrow vlog I'll sit down and kind of explain a little bit of what's going on. I don't want to give that situation any more what do you call it, not notoriety, but I don't really want to talk about it like that. But people kept like I got a lot of comments on that video, and I don't want people to feel sorry for me or anything like that. It wasn't me that I was like tripping off of, it was my son. Like the way my son got yanked out of that thing, like as a mother, come on. And then you turn. I don't know if you guys can even see me or not, but let me see. Yeah, you guys can kind of see me, but I was just saying that as a mother, the situation, it wasn't even really it was a fight, because like obviously my face got scratched and my shirt got torn, and you know, I did some damage to her as well equally. So it wasn't like, you know, nobody got beat up or I wasn't taken advantage of. The situation was more than anything that as a mother, there is somebody in the street. If you can't see him, this little old lady is in the street. You probably couldn't see her, which goes to show that how would I supposed to be able to see her. Thank God that I didn't run her over, because she's just walking very slow in all black. But anyways, I'll just say one last thing about that situation. The situation wasn't like me being taken advantage of or anything like that, and then this person just almost caused a fucking accident. What is going on? I mean, I know it's Friday the 13th, but come on, people, can we just be safe? Oh Lord, protect me, please get me home safely. But yeah, I recorded that because I want my vlog to be like a documentary, not a documentary, but just I want to share my life with my YouTube channel, not for views, but this is sort of me documenting my life like a diary. I don't want to write in a diary. I want to show different things that I go through. Just for every good thing that you see happen in my life, there is bad too, and I'm not perfect. My family's not perfect or anything like that, so I don't want to paint that facade of just the good moments, and I don't mind sharing. Like when Derek and I were going through things financially when I was pregnant, like I wanted to document that experience, and Derek didn't, and I respected that 100%, because nobody wants to, you know, have that out there like that. But I wanted to document the process and the growth from like basically starting from like us like being at the top to hitting rock bottom and coming back up again. I wanted to document that and document, and Derek wasn't comfortable with that, so I respected it. But that's sort of like where I was when that situation happened. Like some people would say, like, why would you pick up a camera when something like that happened? First of all, the issue was, this is the thing, if the shoe was on the other foot and my dad came into the house and did exactly what Derek's mom did to me, my father would be removed immediately after this situation happened. Whereas in this situation, I was pushed to the room with the baby, and she was allowed to stay for like 20-30 minutes afterwards and explain her side of the story and somehow find a way to twist it and turn it and make it about me and so I'm pissed, because I feel like in a situation when a person does something like that to your child, you should immediately remove them. I don't care who it is. They put your child in harm's way. They should be removed. So I'm back there pissed off. I'm boiling. I want to securely put my son in his seat and run there and just fire on her ass, but I have to find a way to bring myself down. So I turn on so first of all, I called my godmother. She wasn't picking up, so I just sent her pictures of my face, explained what happened really quickly, and told her to call me back. So she, you know, has her own life and she was doing her own thing, so she didn't see it until like a little bit later, and then I talked to her. But at that moment, I was so pissed that I just needed to talk. So I turned on the camera, I vented about it, wiped my face, all that, whatever, and she was still there. So that's why the camera got picked up, because it wasn't like it happened, moved on. It was like it happened, and I gotta sit in the room for 30 minutes pissed off and listen to her tell this fuck shit story when she should have been removed. What happened was, she came into the room, or when she first got there, I was breastfeeding Diamond. When she walked into the room, I was feeding. Like any other time that anybody ever has accidentally walked into the room when I was feeding Diamond, even though she knew I was in there feeding him, so she knew not to come in, but she tries me all the time. So this is one of the ones where she tried me for the last time. So I was feeding Diamond, and then like any other time, I just clench him close to me, and I'm just like, oh, I'm feeding, just like that. And she like walks in and she looks at me and she shoos me and she rolls her eyes, girl, I done seen plenty of titties or whatever. And it's like, but you're not gonna disrespect me. If I say I'm feeding, you know what that means. That means step back and come back in later, or I'll let you know when I'm done. Like I had already told her before, I'm about to feed Diamond, I'll bring him when I'm done. And 2 minutes later, you come back in here, you tried me, because I told you just a few minutes ago, I'll bring him to you. Don't come back here, I'll bring him to you. So I'm like, this is what I'm talking, I think I said something like, this is what I'm talking about, you always try me, and something, and I don't even remember what she said back. Point is, we had a little bit of words there, but the point is that you cannot disrespect me. You cannot drive 2 hours to come see my son, think that you're gonna disrespect me, and then I'm gonna hand him off to you for you to hang out on my couch for the rest of the night. It don't work like that. Like, I could take a whole lot, but when it comes to my son, you're gonna respect me if you want to have a relationship with him, and that's bottom line. That's just bottom line. So fast forward, I finish feeding Diamond. She leaves out the room. I finish feeding Diamond. I use the bathroom. I come back and I explain to Derek, you know, what's gonna go happen from this point forward. So I was about to cook. So I tell him, Even then, I try to be cool, and I'm like, okay, so I'm about to go in here and cook. She can see Diamond, and then when I'm done cooking, he has to come back here with me because it's only going to take me like 20 minutes to cook. So I was going to let her get her little kisses in or whatever. Not even kisses, but just, you know, play with him for 20 minutes and then bring his ass back into the bedroom with me. So Derek says, no, just take him with you. So I'm like, even better. I don't even want her to see him anyway. But I didn't feel like arguing with him. So it was just like I was going to compromise just that much. And so he tells me, take him with you. So I take him to the kitchen. I'm about to cook. Long story short, she hears him in the kitchen with me, the baby in the kitchen with me. So you guys have seen the kitchen and the living room in my house. It's not that far apart, but it's far enough that if you stand up on my couch and I say, no, Diamond is staying with, she's like, oh, I'm about to go get my Pookie. And she stood up and I said, no, he's standing here with me. And so she keeps coming that way. And I say he's standing here with me. That, by the time I said that 2 times, she wasn't even nowhere near us. That was her point, to use her words and ask me why, or go talk to Derek, or whatever the case may be. But her solution was to come around me. I grabbed the buckles on his seat. Mind you, we're bent down on the floor because Diamond was in his seat on the floor. So I grabbed his buckles like you can't unbuckle them, and she proceeds to yank my son. Now, as a parent, I don't know a mother who wouldn't see red when someone, number one, defies them when it comes to their child, and number 2, yanks their child to piss you off. Like, you got an issue with me, so you put my son in harm's way. I saw red. So she grabs my son, she picks him up, I grab him back, she tries to grab him again for me. So now we're tugging between my son, between 2 arms, which should never happen to a child. My child at this point is screaming on the top of his young lungs. I'm not gonna let my baby go, because I'm not gonna let him fall, and I'm not gonna let her keep him. And so as a mother, I just see red and I just go into defense mode. I'm pushing her, I'm tugging her, she's scratching me. Mind you, we both got one hand on my son and we're fighting. And she's bigger than me, she's taller than me, so the reach between her and me is she has enough space to scratch like a little. So at this point, my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law come in the kitchen, and because I have a better hold on her, they grab my hand, and that's how she scratched my face, is because at this point I just grab her hair and I'm just like pulling her to the ground, like, let my baby go, let my baby go, let my baby go. And they see that, and of course they see their mom, so they grab my hand back. And so when they grab my hand back, I have one hand on my baby and they hold my other hand. So there's nothing I can do, but my face is getting scratched. That's how my face got scratched, and I was so pissed off. I didn't even notice it happened until like I got in the room and all of that. But basically that's the story of what happened. It wasn't like a cat fight, like it was about me. It was about my son. Like, somebody put your son in his little seat and somebody yank your baby, you gonna want to beat they ass. Like right now, if she was parked right next to me, I probably still want to beat her ass, because I'm still not over it, because I've never been in a fight in my 27 years of life. I've never gotten a fight. I'm not an enemy with an old friend. I don't have a single enemy on this earth. Not one. I don't have any problems with an ex-boyfriend. All of my relationships ended on I won't say a good note, but I don't have no enemies. Like, I don't have a friend. I don't have a person who hates me, who wants to fight me. I am so much of a drama-free person. I don't do the haterade. I don't do the drama. If I don't like you, I don't know you. And I think it should be that way for anybody. I don't keep up no mess. I don't like your character, whatever. I just don't know you. And to know that I had to deal with this person for so many months, like, this is basically what's been going on since the beginning of her moving to LA. Is she does little shit. Like, she'd come home from Bible study and be in the kitchen, I'm in my room, and she's sitting there eating a piece of chicken, and she's mad dogging me. And then tomorrow when I come in the house and I don't speak to her, she'll say, well, why you didn't speak to me? Like, you need some medicine. Like, anybody like that needs some medicine, some straight up medication, because I've never in my life experienced anything or anyone like that, like literally ever in life. And more than anything, my point was, I'm gonna protect my child to the day I die. And someone like that, someone who has so much evilness, it's like, who hurt you, boo? Like, what you go through in your childhood that was so bad that you're such an evil person who just thrives on making everybody's day bad? Like, I've never met somebody like that before. So I don't know. The moral of the story is, I'm not prohibiting Derek from having a relationship with his mother, but Diamond and Ashley's relationship with that person is null and void, and I would never keep my son from his grandmother as far as him being an older child and an adult. But it's going to be some years and some serious changes before that status changes, because she's not going to change anytime soon. She's not going to become a better person. So, you know, I feel bad for Derek, and I know that he was embarrassed about the situation, because who wouldn't be? But they have salsa snack bowls. These are perfect for, like, if you go to like a 9 to 5, you can just take one and just like have your chips. That's something I would probably buy if I still worked a 9 to 5 job. But moral of the story is, you know, I just felt bad for Derek and Diamond most of all, because they lose. Like, kill me with kindness. Like, be such an asshole and such a smart ass about being so extra nice to me that it pisses me off. But you doing stuff like that doesn't piss me off, in a sense of, aside from my son being dangled, you're not hurting me. You're hurting yourself and you're hurting your son. And I don't know, but I'm gonna pay for these tortillas and I will see you guys in a minute. So yeah, I got my tortillas and I'm on my way back to the house. I sat in the car telling you guys that stupid story for like 10-15 minutes, and I was supposed to only be gone 10-15 minutes. You see what rambling does for you, Derek? I'm like, where the hell was you at? What extra stops you made? Because I'm coming back in the house with just tortillas. But yeah, I just wanted to clarify that story, because like, I've gotten like so many comments, and like a bunch of people messaged me privately, and you know, just saying, oh my God, I'm praying for you and things like that. People left a bunch of comments, and then people left me a bunch of messages on YouTube, which I have really rarely got. I rarely get messages on YouTube, private messages on YouTube. So I thought that was really cool of you guys, but I don't want you guys to worry, or, you know, I think the situation itself needs prayer, because at the end of the day, that is Derek's mom, and I feel like that's the issue, is that she uses that to her negative advantage of, I'm his mom, so you have to let me do whatever I want to you because I'm his mom. And you can't be a bad person and have such a negative heart with people and expect to have a good relationship. Like, at the end of the day, they're not speaking at the moment, which I know will be fixed between them two, but at the same time, Derek saw his child being dangled, and Derek saw every complaint I've ever made about her, which is the same thing. She thinks she can disrespect me and that I'm supposed to be the one to apologize. She thinks she can do crazy crap to me and then be like, well, why don't you speak to me? Did you not just do this crazy stuff to me? You know, I don't know if there's something missing up there or what it is, but I just feel like I would feel so much better if today we found out she was bipolar or something, because nobody acts like that. Like, I've seen people act a fool and act an ass and say, yes, I act a fool and I act an ass, but this person thoroughly feels justified for every single action she has, as including dangling my baby, and there has to be something wrong with you. Like, you know, but whatever, like, you know, it is what it is. Again, I feel bad for Derek, because every situation we've ever been in regarding this, and there's been so many, this just happened to be the worst of them all. But, you know, I always had to put him in my shoes, or put myself in his shoes, and see where he's coming from, even though I think we handle things a little bit differently. In every situation, I think that I would have done a better job at nipping it in the bud from the beginning, because like I said, you have to teach people or train people how to respect you. You have to teach people how to treat you, and I think that with him, he doesn't know how to do that. It doesn't take for you to disrespect your mother for her to respect me, but there is some way to stand your ground and say, you cannot be that nasty to someone and expect to be around. And because the situation has just gotten worse and worse and worse, instead of nipped in the bud, now they're not speaking. And now, you know what I mean, instead of him having an amazing relationship with his mother, where when him and his new fiance have issues, or him as a parent has issues, he can go and confide in his mother. He doesn't have that, because she has nothing negative, nothing nice to say about me or his parenting, for that matter. It's like, you know, you want to call and be like, Mom, you know, I think that everybody wants to be able to call their mom and get advice and talk about things, and that's not the relationship they have. And I think that they both lose from that. And I think that, I don't know, I'm done talking about it. It is what it is. I'm back home. I'm about to run in the house and get these tacos started, and I will see you guys in a minute. My neighbors still have their pumpkins out, and Halloween was like 2-3 weeks ago. Let's see if Diamond is fussing. I'm vlogging. I was like, let me see if my baby fussing. Was he a good boy? So he didn't cry. Did I take a long time? I told y'all he was gonna be like, where the hell was you at? Store down the street and you went for tortillas. Oh, you guys, look at my Christmas tree. Like my Santa hat on top until you get a tree topper, babe? Or no?
Yeah.
And then look at our lion.
What's up?
Since we're the Lions family, our first ornament was a lion. But it's just a little baby 6-foot tree that I'm so proud of. And Derek doesn't have a shirt on, so let me show you my baby. Say what's up, YouTube. I'm just cooling. Look at his legs. Derek's giving me the funny face. I think he gets annoyed when I vlog. Can you guys see me? Can you guys see me now? Alright, so I'm about to get to cooking. I wore a sweatsuit. I wore a gym sweatsuit with some suede flat. These are my pregnancy flats from H&M. They're like suede or velvet or whatever you call it. I think it's called velvet. But these are what I wore like almost every day. I had 2 pair of flats that I wore because my feet were too fat to wear sandals. They looked fat. And then I didn't like tennis shoes, so I just wore flats because they were easy to pop on and pop off. And as you can see, they're pretty stretched out, but they pop in and off. So like at work, I was able to get out of them really quick. But anyways, I'm about to cook some tacos for my baby daddy and watch a movie. What you watching, baby? Okay, so I've been on this thing where, if you didn't know, I used to did not eat meat for like, if you didn't know, I didn't eat meat for like 8 or 9 years, from 2006 to 2013 or 14 when I got pregnant with him is when I first started like eating meat. But lately I have been on a like thing where meat has kind of like made me gag. So tonight I'm not gonna have any, but this is the taco meat. Derek ate like 3 tacos. He was looking at me. I will show you guys, but he don't have no shirt on. So instead of meat, I just made me a cheese quesadilla with salsa, sour cream, and my favorite soda, which is the same. Shut up, country nigga. This nigga's from the Midwest, but he sound country for some reason. And then this is like my favorite soda, like my all-time favorite soda. So we are about to eat. Diamond just ate in his high chair some bananas, and he had a fit with mommy. So yeah, so we had to play in the water and get him all cleaned up, get all the banana off because he was sticky, and change into his pajamas. Now he's about to have some milk and chill till bedtime. So we will see you guys tomorrow. Say bye. You say bye bye. Night, you guys.